Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. I hope you're well. So you join me from my hotel room at the RAC Carry Valley Resort. Now, I was planning on camping, but yesterday morning, things took a turn for the worst. We had crazy thunder and lightning around me when I woke up. My tent was getting swamped with water. It was heavily raining. My awning collapsed on me, and it just went from really good to really a real low, and I was terrified of being out there. Now, I didn't get any B-roll, but I did get this little snippet of me just doing a piece of the camera just after the storms, or mostly under lightning had passed. I'm currently shitting myself. I'm packing up as quickly as I possibly can. There's a lightning storm going off all around me, and I'm under big tall trees, pine trees, and the ground is completely wet, so conductive. So yeah, I'm scared as hell. As soon as I heard it, I had earplugs in last night, and yeah, it's just terrifying. So packing up everything. I'm gonna probably sleep in the car tonight. Yeah, I don't want to be out in this. But I wasn't sure if there was still more on the way. I did know that there was going to be an even heavier rain, so I was frantically packing everything up. Now, I think if I had my rooftop tent, I would have been absolutely fine. I would have just, driven my car with I would have popped up the ladder, driven with the rooftop tent, folded it out, and gone to a place where it was maybe a bit further away from the trees. But it was not nice, and I don't know how people do it. So that's the reason why I'm here, and I needed a hot shower. I was running low on power as well. When I booked that place, it said it was going to be good condition, good weather, and then over the past week, past few days since I, been on this journey, it's gone to bad weather. But now we've got much better weather today. So yeah, I thought I'd do this little piece. But this isn't what I wanted to. This isn't primarily what I want to talk about in this video. This is I just want to document it and share with you the sort of struggles I'm having at the moment. But I know it will improve because there has been a lot of money going out. I've been buying gear, and yeah, my money is dwindling quite quickly. I've had to buy new safety gear. I've had to, I've sold my Hasselblad stuff. I went to Canon. I was buying other little things. I had hard drive failure problems as well. My NAS storage drive failed. I bought new drives for that. Those drives failed. So I've had to spend more money on that. And now I'm just using two 4 terabyte USB external drives, which are working rather well. And that means I can bring those along my trip as well, so I can always have access to older footage when I want to compile videos. Compile videos from other videos into one. So yeah, by the way, I hope the audio is alright. I'm just using my little mic on the top of the camera. There are people staying around me, so you might hear background noise. Little cracks from things. I think I just turned my heater off, so you might hear some crackling of that. But yeah, it's I was really in a sort of a dark spot yesterday, to be honest. I was thinking about money, and I was thinking I can't continue the way I am because more money is going out. I'm going through my savings very quickly. But mind you, I have been staying in places like this where I would not normally be, and camping is my go-to. That's what I prefer. I've just been taking it easy this year. I didn't want to camp or anything because of my back. I wanted to give that time to heal so I could get out and do things, and it has actually paid dividend, even though it has cost me a few $1,000s in accommodation prices or accommodation places. Yeah, so but as I'm finding out, I've done 5 nights camping in my little hiking tent, where the first time I'd done this earlier on this year, I could barely do 2 nights, but after 5 nights, I'm still fine, which is fantastic. So that means my back's improving, despite also the injuries to my back after my fall. So still recovering from that. I'm pretty sure my bruised ribs are healed. I've just got still a lot of intercostal, I know, maybe intercostal muscle pain and soft tissue damage, but that's slowly improving, which is good, and I'm finding my limits are greatly improved, and I haven't done any physio or anything, I've just rested. So yeah, what I have been thinking about is going back onto the money side, is do I have a day job where I, work and move away from my photography, my channel, um, and do that for 6 months, a year or something, and then using that money to fund my photography and fund everything that I'm doing here. But the problem with that, well, the good thing is that I'd have money, but the bad thing is I would not be creating as much. I wouldn't be doing as much as I want. I wouldn't be doing what I want. Though I was thinking about jobs in like hospitality. I want to get into that sort of side, but yeah, I think I can get into that sort of side later on anyway. When I come to doing workshops and everything, and really, doing photography adventures around the world, I definitely want to partner up with a few friends in Europe and England. Probably some friends in America as well. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities, and I'm building up those connections as well. One of my friends in Germany, one of my friends in Germany called Kai. He's got quite a good following. He used to have two jobs, and now he's only got this one day job, and now his photography is actually a part-time job, which is fantastic, and I want to help him grow that, and I want to work with him and do workshops with him. He's an amazing photographer, really nice and down-to-earth guy, just like myself. I hope I am anyway, and yeah, I want to work with him. I want to work with people like that. I want to help people out, and I want to, inspire others, and also create awareness around mental health. So, and the reason how to deal with mental health is getting out with your camera and taking photos is the best way. Um, by the way, the lighting might change through this video. I'm just using the lovely big window over here, the sliding doors, just allow natural light. It's partly cloudy and sometimes sunny as well. But yeah, yeah, it's a real struggle. So I could, photography, especially making money from it, and what I'm doing, motorsports photography was a different kettle of fish. I would go out and shoot and then upload the photos to my website, or have pre-bookings where people would, hire me for a shoot or hire me for the day, and then also I get like sales afterwards. So I had regular money coming in, though the money was, it fluctuated, but at least I had money coming in at times. But landscape photography, I haven't really earned anything as such. I've earned, I don't know, maybe in the last 5 years, 6 years, I've earned probably £1,000, maybe that, if that. So, but I'm slowly getting the hang of this, and I'm getting new into YouTube. I have done a lot on Instagram. I was doing blogs and a little bit of reviews as well, and it was primarily on there, but now I'm switched to YouTube. And that transition, I honestly thought the account would grow quicker, and I honestly thought that my audience from Instagram, my 96,000 followers on there, would jump onto YouTube and help me out here. Sadly, that isn't the case, but I do have a few of you who are following me from Instagram, who I greatly appreciate, and I appreciate every single one of you as well. Yeah, I see you all around the world, and it's great to see. I don't look into the stats too much. I try not to look into that because I'm more focused on creating and putting the stuff out there that I want. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's as I said, like photography isn't a straight line. There's so many ways you can make money, and it's for me, it's not just about the making money, though it is an important thing. I want to be happy in what I'm doing. I've got a lot of friends who sell multiple prints, but in that there's a lot of marketing that has to be involved. It takes you less likely to do shooting and more likely selling prints and dealing with customers. I don't want that. I'd much rather be out there shooting and then selling prints, the occasional few prints here and there. I would love to do some photography books one day. That's something I'm building up to. I'd love to have, in probably like 20 years' time, have about 5 or 10 photography books. Showcasing my work and also helping people, and also photography books to teach a little bit. maybe like a step-by-step guide on how to deal with things. Because I don't just take photos of landscapes. You know how a lot of landscape photographers shoot. I also do my long exposures. I like a bit of the architectural sort of stuff and get a bit creative. And we can also do maybe a bit of strobo stuff, just like beginner basics. And maybe a little bit of sports and action, a bit of motorsport as well. Um, I know a ton about motorsports photography. I know a lot of them probably. I wouldn't say most. Yeah, I'd probably say most. Um, though I'm probably in that top. Um, I don't know, 5% of the motorsport market that actually have a really good understanding of what they do and how to get around problems and challenge difficulties. So and things. So yeah, that light is really dropping, and yeah, I'm just making this video. Yeah, just going with the flow, feeling what comes into my mind and just speaking it really. But yeah, photography, there's no straight road, and there's always twists and turns, and there's a lot of back steps and a lot of failures and a few successes that do help. Um, and yeah, as I said, what works for some doesn't work for me, or won't work for you as well. So it's working out that nice balance, because each thing has their pros and their cons. Um, so yeah, but yeah, what I am doing now, I'm going away from my Pro Media setup, and I've just actually purchased a new tripod, which will be in probably next week's video. I'm trying to work out how I'm going to structure this, and that will. So yeah, I'm now affiliated with Suru Australia, so I will link to that down below if you're interested. Yeah, so if you use that link and you buy anything, I get a little bit of money from that, which is fantastic, and it helps me out. So instead of me getting a day job, I'm just going to slowly persevere with what I'm doing, save money where I can. I'm probably going to cut back on soft drinks and stuff, because that's, one of my friends, Nolan, said, he doesn't buy Coke, he doesn't buy beer or anything like that. I don't think he buys beer anyway. And the money he saves from that sort of stuff, and he drinks water or tea, or water and tea possibly. Um, oh, I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, that money saved goes into petrol and gets him to go into places, and that's quite a nice way. And I didn't really think about it like that. So yeah, because soft drinks are getting very expensive, everything's getting expensive. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, I was just thinking, do I restart this video? But I'm not. No, I don't think so. I think I'd just go on a little bit. So yeah, I was feeling a bit down, but now I'm feeling a lot more focused, a lot better. I had time to reflect. I was sitting down in a restaurant yesterday for 2 hours. Had a couple of beers and had a lovely chicken burger. That was really nice and really delicious. And my phone just pinged at me. It's probably to let me know, yep, my order's on its way. It's been shipped. My tripod. So yeah, I'm no longer an ambassador for anyone. But yeah, anyway, that distracted me. So yeah, no longer an ambassador for anyone. I don't want to be. I just want to work with companies that be affiliated with them. So yeah, that's my way forward. But yeah, just yesterday in the restaurant, having time to think, ponder, and working out. The the hard thing is I'm so close to where I want to be. So close that I see professional photographers that are doing what I want to be doing for a living, and the the knowledge I've got, the understanding I've got, and the work I do as well is on par with them. But you know, I got a good following on Instagram, but it doesn't work for me. I'm not able to really work the way I want to work. Though with YouTube, I can work the way I want to work, and then the little remnants of what happens on YouTube can go onto Instagram, and it works. So both platforms work together quite nicely. And yeah, now I just need to build up my YouTube account. I just need to build up everything else around me, and that's just going to take time. And this is another venture. If Instagram was good, now I'm starting with YouTube. That's got to build up, and sometimes it happens overnight. If you're very lucky, like one of my friends who does, he's a car guy. His name is Auto Alex, and yeah, his account grew, but he was originally on YouTube. He was part of Car Throttle, and yeah, his account grew from, I think in 2 weeks, from 0 to 300,000 subscribers. But yeah, I'm in here for the long haul, and yeah, I've got things that I want to do. Um, just keep thinking. Yeah, so if you want to support me, use the links down below. They are affiliated, and I will get a bit of money from them. Yeah, the video and like sponsored videos like by On Track Meals, where you'll be able to receive up to 10% off your order. The reason why I say up to 10% off, some meals they can't give you 10% off, and other meals they can give you about 5% off, but they work it out on the checkout on their system. So yeah, I don't think I've got much else to say, and I'm gotta start packing up and getting out of here because actually it's gonna be dim, isn't it? Um, so yeah, it's getting a little late, so I've got to start packing up everything. I don't have much in here, which is great. Only bought a few bags up. Everything else is in the car. But yeah, yesterday and everything, and I've still got to get supplies as well for. I need to upgrade my battery supply system. Um, you know, for when I go away, I need something around 2,000 watt hours, and I am looking at the EcoFlow Delta 2. I think it's max or something. So yeah, I need something around that power capacity, and then I'll have my eco. And then my plan is so I'll have that permanently set up in the car, and then my other EcoFlow unit that can come up into my rooftop tent. I can port it, I can move it around, um, because I need to keep one in the car to run the fridge and any other thing. So yeah, and it's also nice to have a backup unit as well. So yeah, the unit in the car could last 5 days, running off the fridge, but my current EcoFlow unit lasts about a day, if that. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share that yeah, it's tough at the moment. It's very very tough, and I don't earn much money. I'm on a pension right now, and you know a lot of people on pensions don't really. I don't want to stereotype, but a lot of people don't really do much. I'm using the money I get to fund what I'm doing here. So I'm not wasting my money. I'm actually putting it towards something. I'm putting it towards a dream. I'm putting it towards a career. It's not a dream. It's going to be a career, and I know it will be a career because I will fight for it, and I will fight until I die. As you'll probably seen, because I came near death on one of my trips earlier on. So yeah, I've got a lot of fight. I've got a lot of ambitions and a lot of things I want to achieve in life. Um, at the moment, we are very early on. There is just so much that I want to do and so much that I want to bring you along on. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to end the video here. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. It's not just all doom and gloom and me just sitting in front of the camera talking. I guess a lot of videos are actually like that. But you'll bring out location. We'll talk about gear setups and cameras and do little projects as well. So yeah. If you've liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you've got any questions, or you'd like to say anything, pop it down in the comment section below. Anyway, I'm Simon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.